A lot depends on what you say on Cut Shark. And here's the host of Cut Shark, Jim Perry.
Over there, hello there. Welcome to Cut Shark. Oh, what a nice group. Thank you. You're very kind. Thank you very much. Gene Wood, nice to see you, my friend. Thank you for joining us at home. Nice opening poem sent in by Mrs. Thomas Prothro of El Paso, Texas, watching us on KTSM TV, Channel 9. I hope you were with us last week. We had a week with the youngsters, and of course we have some unfinished business as we left off on Friday. We didn't have time to play the last money card with our last young winner, so he's going to be coming up here in a moment. But before we do that, I want to thank you. I happened to mention casually on Friday that if you like the idea of a week with the youngsters during the summer, to let us know. Well, immediately, this morning's mail and telephone calls, people have already gotten in touch with us and said they liked it and they want to see it again. So in about 3 weeks, we're going to have another week with the young people, and we can look forward to that. Right now, our last winning youngster is going to come up here with his mother and play for the big money. Vince Schilling and his mother, Karen, is coming up here, too. Hi, Vince. Nice to see you again, sir. Good to see you. Karen, thank you for coming back here and go for some money. First of all, before we go for the money, again, you got to tell all of America who Vince Schilling is.
Hi, my name is Vince Schilling. I go to Perry Junior High School. I'm 13, and I like to ride a unicycle, and I want to win a lot of money on this game show.
Oh, okay. All right. Good thinking. You've already won $575. Have you thought about what you're going to do with that, Vince?
Well, I could get some skates, but I want to save a lot of it for college, too.
Good thinking. Good thinking. All right, let's see if we can add up a heck of a lot more now. Let's open the board. Get over to those money cards. Come on up there, Vince. Karen. And we wish you good luck. As Janice and Lois start dealing out the money cards, you gave him a good cut, I trust, yes?
Yeah.
Okay, good luck. We're going to give you $200 in new money, 3 cards to bet as you will. Up to the second level, we add another $200 of betting money and 3 more cards. Minimum bets, remember, $50 till you get to the top card, the big bet, where you must risk at least half the money.
Yeah.
Good luck to the two of you, and here's $200. And remember, of course, you can change that base card on each level if you need to. Thank you, Lois. We'll start Vince off with a king.
Oh, good card! I'm going to bet all of it lower.
The whole thing, $200 that this card is lower than the king. It is! Another great card.
I'm going to bet all of it higher.
Again, $400 higher than a 3. Oh, no. All right, Vince, a little tough luck there, but you are not out of it because it is a great card. We're going to give you the other 200 when we move it up. There are 4 cards to go. It can add up. Come on, let's do it, my friend.
I'm going to bet all of it higher.
And now it's all or nothing for $400 higher. Yes, with a 6.
I'll bet 50 of it higher.
The minimum bet, $50 higher. And he's right. Now you're very near the middle.
I'll bet 50 of it higher.
Come on, let's get it up to 500. Higher. Okay, we're up to 500. And we're going to move up that jack. Do you want that jack for the big bet?
Yeah.
All right, you're going to play it.
Yeah.
You must bet at least $250. You've got 500. You've got a jack. What's your big bet, Vince?
I'll bet 450 lower.
Ooh, you're making a big bet on a jack, and jacks always scare me, but Vince has confidence in it. Is he right? 450 lower. No. No. Oh, I've got to ask you, Vince, you know, remember you think with the 2, 3, 4, 5, why did you play the jack? I thought you might change that jack. That's...
Because there's only 2 cards higher.
No, there are 3. There was
right.
4 queens and 4... I can't tell you how to play it, but I can only say, are you sure? And, well, you wanted to play it. But nonetheless, you came back and got another $50, sir. And you are leaving us with $625. Vince, thank you very much. Karen, thank you for joining us. We'll bring back our returning players of the more adult variety and play Card Sharks right after this.
Sorry,
To make sure that you were going and getting your therapy there. We are dealing out the cards, and we are picking up exactly where we left off with these 2 card sharks. Maury Gersh is our champion. Hi, Maury.
How are you, Jim?
Nice to see you again. I'm fine. And again, a little reminder, it's been a week. Won't you again tell us about you?
My name is Maury Gersh. I am 71 years old. I live in Burlingame, California. I have been married to Ruth for 46 years. We have 2 children, Maureen and Sheldon, 2 grandchildren, Paul and Andrew, who just graduated with honors from high school and will be joining her brother at Chico State University the next semester.
Well, isn't that nice? You got a great family there, Maury. And
Right.
listen, you are a very good player here because just to refresh our viewers, Maury's won $7,450 in cash as our champion here on Card Shark. And our challenger is Cindy Tester. Hi, Cindy. Nice to see you again.
Nice to meet you.
And won't you again remind us about you?
Yes. My name is Cindy Tester. I'm from Alhambra, California. I just graduated this year from Marquepa High School, and I was valedictorian this year. I also just ended my term as Miss Alhambra this past May. I love to ski. It's one of my favorite sports. I love public speaking, and I placed 10th in oratory last year in the state competition.
Oh, my goodness gracious. What an impressive background. What are your plans now in college, Cindy?
I plan to go to Cal State LA for my general education. Then I'm going to go to UCLA, and I want to study psychiatry. I'd like to be a psychiatrist.
Good. I wish you well.
I
We
hope
wish you
so.
well here
Yes.
because, of course, you're up against a tough champion.
Oh, are you
We'll pick up where
telling
we left
me?
off. You both, of course, have both cut those money cards,
Yes.
right? The cards?
Yes.
Okay, we're going to pick up where we left off.
All
And let's
right.
look at the board. Now, as we left off, Maury has uncovered a jack as his base card. He needs 4 cards. Cindy, quite a bit ahead there. She's moved over now with a 9 as her base card. Needs only 2 cards.
All
For the first
right.
game on our best 2 out of 3 match, we're picking up with question 2. Cindy, we found 100 married couples who have gone on a second honeymoon. And we asked the husbands, on your second honeymoon, did your wife nag you? How many men said, yeah, their wife did nag them on their second honeymoon?
Old habits are hard to break. I would say that number would be a very high number because wives do have a tendency to nag sometimes. I would have to say that'd be at least 69. 69 of those women would say they did
69.
nag. Yes.
Old habit. You figure nagging is a habit there.
I
huh,
think
Cindy?
so.
Get in the
Maybe
habit.
I'm playing with stereotypes, but I think so, yes.
He says 69. Maury, higher or
69.
lower?
Let's go.
Oh, it's got to be much lower.
Oh.
I wouldn't go on a honeymoon with my wife if I knew she was going to nag me. And the fact that we're going on a honeymoon means that everything is smooth. So it's much lower.
Ah. The voice of experience speaks.
That's right.
If it's lower, Maury, you'll play your cards. If not, Cindy plays hers.
All right.
And the actual number of men who said their wife nagged them on their second honeymoon is 12. Maury is absolutely right. Yeah, you got to be in a good frame of mind going on a second honeymoon. Maury, we left off with a jack as your base card.
Let's go lower, Jim.
Going to play the jack lower. It is an 8.
Oh, that's freeze.
On the middle card, we move over the freeze bar, protecting that position for Maury. Question 3 goes to you, Maury. We asked 100 fifth graders, if your father said he wanted to have a talk with you about the birds and the bees, what would he want to talk about? How many fifth graders knew their father would want to talk about, of course, the facts of life?
Oh, I think quite a few would, Jim, because 5th grade, you're old enough to know what's going on, and birds and the bees are for the birds and the bees. So the boy would know what the father was going to talk about. I would say 65.
65 out of 100 say, yeah, they know what he's going to talk
Yeah.
about.
I think Roy made a very good point that birds do fly and bees do buzz, but 5th grade boys know pretty much what's going around. That number, though, is going to be higher than
Higher than
65.
that.
Yes. Higher. Yes.
I knew the facts of life, but I didn't know the thing about the birds buzzing and the bee. I didn't know that. 65 for Maury, higher
Higher.
for Cindy.
All
The
right.
actual number of fifth graders who knew the birds and the bees refers to the facts of life is 50. It's not higher, it's lower. Fifth graders? No, right up the middle. Maury, you got it. You've got an 8.
Okay, let's change it.
And winning the question, you can change the base card. A jack is a good change.
All right, let's go lower.
Lower than a jack. Yes, a 4.
Oh, higher.
Higher than a 4. A 9. And now, as we move over the freeze bar, Maury needs 1 card. Cindy needs 2 cards, both near the middle with a 9, so
Yeah.
getting control, very important right now.
Yeah.
It's sudden death. Cindy, a policeman, and a policewoman who were roommates were recently told that if they did not quit living together, they would lose their jobs. That was in the papers. So we asked 100 people. Do you agree with that? How many people do agree that police officers who live together should lose their jobs?
I think police are just like every other people. They're human beings. They should be able to live with each other if that suits their pleasures. I would have to say that most people would feel it would be okay for the policemen to live together and police women.
But how
You would
many
have
say they should lose their jobs?
Oh, lose their jobs? That would be a low number, a very low number. 20.
20 out of 100 say
Yeah.
they should lose their jobs,
20.
Maury, if they do that.
Well, you know, police are entitled to do as they please, that's for sure. but just the fact that they're living together means that maybe there's some other motives going behind in their minds. And I think the number is going to be higher.
You say higher?
Higher.
This will give control in sudden death. And the actual number of people who agree that police officers who live together should lose their jobs is 12. It's not higher, it's lower. Cindy has it. Cindy, it is sudden death.
Change that card.
Let me explain your options first, of course, because
Oh,
it's sudden
I have
death.
a
You've
chance.
got control here. You could change the card and play 2 cards, or you can pass it to Maury and make him play it with 1 card. Your decision. Play or pass.
Well, I'm going to have to pass it to Maury. I'll be the gentlewoman. Pass it.
Now that everything's been explained, you don't want to do it, huh?
Yes.
And, of course, Maury is stuck with a 9, a not too good a card. He's got to play it. Call it right, you win. Call it wrong, it belongs to Cindy, Maury.
I hear what they said.
What did they say?
Lower.
They said lower.
Oh.
Is it lower? Yes, it is. Maury wins it. And game 1 goes to the champion, and I guess maybe you should have followed your first instinct and played it, Cindy. Maybe she'll make a comeback right after we take time out for this.
Hi, I'm Denise Austin.
And Janice is dealing out same 2 decks of cards with the next cards off the top of the deck. We start game 2 with a question to Maury. Maury, we asked 100 women. Have you ever borrowed a dress from a girlfriend, stained it, and then not told her about the stain when you returned it? How many women admitted they've done that?
Oh, I think lots of women have done that. Either hoping to get away with it or else say somebody else did it or she did it. The owner did it. So I would say about 55.
55 out of 100, Cindy.
Speaking from personal experience, I borrowed my girlfriend's dresses before, and one time I borrowed her long white gown, and somehow, I don't know how, it got dragged through the mud, and I returned it to her, forgetting that I had dragged it through the mud with the stain on the bottom still. So I know that that's probably going to be a pretty high number.
Did you tell her,
Yes,
though?
I told her after she screamed me
Oh.
my head off. She was very
After she
upset.
screamed, Cindy
And
admitted
I
it. That
took
was
to
very
the dry
kind of
cleaners,
her.
too. Yes, I did take it and have it cleaned after she found the stain on the bottom of the dress. I would think that would be a little bit higher, though.
You say higher
yes,
than that?
Higher, definitely higher. Let's go.
Okay.
All right.
You were doing your Sir Walter Raleigh impression and got everything to 55 for Maury and higher for Cindy. The actual number of women who've borrowed a dress, stained it, and not told their friend is 7. That's all. It's not higher. It's lower. Yeah, most people will very honestly tell him. That doesn't surprise me. And Maury starts the game with a jack.
All right, lower.
Playing the jack lower. Yes, a 3. Inside advantage for Maury and Cindy, who's got some catching up to do.
I gotta catch up.
Question
All
to you.
right.
Cindy, we asked 100 professional economists. Fascinating question. 10 years from now, will the average American be worse off financially than he is today? How many economists said yes, in 10 years, the average American will be worse off than he is today?
Well, considering the rise that we've been having in inflation, I know it's been hitting my pocketbook pretty bad. In 10 years from now, I hope to be financially better off than I am now, but I think that most economists will think that the average American will be not as well off as they are today. I think that'll have to be a semi-high number. Let's go medium. How about 52%? 52 people.
52 out of the 100
Yes.
we polled said we'll be worse off, Maury.
The fact that the worse off or better off pertains to numbers only. A number today will be the same proportion in 10 years from now. So I don't think we're going to be worse off in 10 years. The number is going to be that we're going to be better off.
So are you saying lower than her 52? Because the question is how many economists said we'll be worse off. She said 52.
It'll be lower.
You say lower.
Lower
than
than...
All right.
Of course, if we're around 10 years from now, that's already a plus. We're better
Well.
off. The actual number of economists who said in 10 years the average American will be worse off than he is today is 45. It is a little lower. We've got something to look forward to. Oh.
Close.
And
Okay,
more,
let's
you've got a
change it.
7. Now we can change that 7. A 3.
Oh,
higher.
Higher than a 3. A jack.
Lower.
Risky and lower. A 10.
Let's bring.
Oh.
Maury being a little conservative with that 1 card, and 1 card separates him from the big money. We'll be right back right after this. He moved over again, and game 2 needs 1 card for another crack at the big
Right.
money. And question 3 goes to Maury. Maury, we sent our man on the street to Paris, France, where he asked 100 French married women. When you got married, did you expect that someday your husband would have an affair? How many French women said yes, they did expect their husband would have an affair?
Well, it's a custom of France for everybody to have an affair almost. And a married woman just has to look forward to it. And I think the number's going to be quite high. Oh, yeah, believe me.
Looking forward to it, huh, Maury?
It should only happen to me. I would say at least 75.
75 out of 100 married French women expected their husband would have an affair, Cindy.
Well, I don't know if they're going to look forward to that. I know I sure wouldn't. But I have to say that those French women would think that their husbands probably would have an affair. And it's going to be even a little bit higher.
Even higher than that?
Yeah. Let's see.
Wow.
All right.
We're pretty high up there in the numbers.
I know.
The actual number of French women who said they did expect their husband would have an affair is 20. It's not higher. Oh, no, it's lower. Yeah. Somehow, I don't think you go into a marriage with the idea that your husband's going to have an affair no matter where it is. Maury, you've got a 10.
Okay, let's change it.
Big change for Maury. Needs 1 card for the championship. He's got a 2. Higher! For the win. Yes! Great change for Maury, and he goes for the big one. Say goodbye. Good luck with your career ambitions. We wish you well. Thank you, Cindy. Cindy Tester. Maury, come on down here. Congratulations. Maury Gerst continues his winning ways, adding another $200. And Maury, I've got to ask you now, during the last break, I know in preparation that you could potentially win. Did you cut the money cards?
I did.
All right, the cards that you cut are going to be waiting over there. We're going to open up the board, get everything swinging around, and as soon as it all stops, Maury again goes for the big money. He's already up to $7,650. Let's see if we can add a lot more. Maury, be very careful as it gets over here. Wait till it stops. And that deck that you cut, we're going to start dealing them out. You know how we do it.
Right.
You're going to have 7 cards up there. Doesn't sound like much. $200 on one level, $200 on another. But if you go double, double, double all the way up to the top, that's $28,800 in cash right now. Come on, Maury.
Should only happen
Should only happen to me. Yeah. Here's $200. Come on, Maury. Let's see if we can start you off with a good one. Thank you, Lois, for the base card. A 3.
150 higher.
$150 higher than a 3. Yes, with a queen. 350.
250 lower.
$250 lower. Oh, no. The queen is not lower.
$100 lower.
Come on, let's get this one lower. It is. Back to the 200 mark. We move up to 6 and give you the other 200. You have 400.
Let's change it.
Let's see if we can see a better one now. And, ooh, up the middle. Be careful.
$50. $50 lower.
Minimum bet. $50 lower. It is another 3.
400 higher.
Come on. $400 higher than a 3. Yes. But again, you're back up the middle with $850, Maury.
$50 higher.
Is this higher for 50? It is. Good comeback after the double. You have $900 as we move up to 10.
Let's change it.
Well, you didn't get a good change before. Let's see if we can get one right now. That's a good change with a 4. $900 and a 4, Maury.
$800 higher.
Big bet. $800. Is this higher for $1,700? It is. That's a good comeback. And the 200 in the game. That's $1,900 for one game. Nicely done, Maury. Come on down here with me, sir. And Maury Gerst keeps rolling along up to $9,350 in cash. We'll be back with his fine champion right after this.
This is Gene Wood speaking for Card Sharks, a Mark Goodson, Bill Todman production.